to the 8th concession, into my kitchen for another day preparing food from our garden. Today is the start of pickle day. Now I do two kinds of pickles. I do dill pickles and sweet pickles. The dill pickles are what I'm going to do today. We're not huge dill pickle eaters. I do like to have some. Some of our extended family likes them, but we don't want jars and jars and jars of it. So what is special about this dill pickle recipe is it's for small batches. Actually, it's for super small batches. This recipe can be used for as little as 2 pounds of pickling cucumbers. Now, I have about 2 pounds, oh, it's dripping. I have about 2 pounds of cucumbers here. And if you don't have a huge garden and you only have a few coming, right at the right time or the right size at the right time, or you don't want to make a lot altogether, this is the perfect recipe for you. So it will make, I've got 3 jars preparing just in case, but it'll make between 2 and 3 jars, the perfect amount for us and the perfect amount for the number of cucumbers we have ready from the garden today. So what we need for this recipe today are our pickling cucumbers, obviously about 2 pounds. That's a little more than 2 pounds. We need some fresh dill, about 2 heads per jar. Some garlic. This is garlic from my garden. Now they're very small cloves, but this is the garden, this is the garlic that grows in my garden without me planting it, so I don't complain. Some red pepper flakes and some black peppercorns. Vinegar, water, and of course our canning jars. The first thing we're going to do is start our brine cooking on the stove. All we're going to do is to put into this little pot here 1 cup of vinegar, one cup of water, let's get that heating on the stove. While our brine is simmering to dissolve the pickling salt, we are going to prepare our cucumbers. I'm going to wash them. So we can see that all the salt is dissolved in our brine, so it's ready to go. I'm going to put the lids here to start heating up, and my water is already boiling in my canning pot. So let's get our pickles in our jars. We're going to put in 2 dill heads into each jar. I'm going to start just by doing 2, just to see how many we have. I can always do the 3rd jar. 2 cloves of garlic, but seeing as mine are small, I'll put in 3. A 1/4 teaspoon black peppercorns. And 1/8 of a teaspoon red pepper flakes. Now you can also add 1/2 teaspoon of mustard seed, but we don't like that, so I don't put that in. Now we're going to pack the jars with our cucumbers. leaving 3/4 of an inch at the top, so that much. Okay. The bigger cucumbers you can split, and the ones that are too tall you can cut in half. So let's pack these. It's a bit like Tetris, fitting them all in, but you do want to pack them tightly. So I actually used all 3 jars in the end, and there we are. Now the next thing we do is cover them with the brine. We're going to use our tool to make sure there are no air bubbles. And if we need a little more brine, we're just going to do the half and half water and vinegar just to make it up. I'm just doing 1/4 cup of each. You're going to bring the liquid up to within 1/2 inch from the top. Trying to make sure all the pickles are covered. There we go. We're going to wipe off our rims. Oops, I went into the water. We're going to put on our lids. Now we're going to water bath can these, as they are pint jars, for only 10 minutes. Well, it's been 10 minutes, so let's get our pickles out. So there you have it, a super small batch of delicious dill pickles. Now in another couple of weeks, when I might have another 2 or 3 pounds of small pickling cucumbers ready, I might make another small batch. My cucumber plants are still doing really well in the garden. But if not, as soon as these cool, just like with my beets, I'll write 22 on the top with a permanent marker so I know what year I've done these in, and in about 4 weeks we can start enjoying our dill pickles. Bye for now.